How's it going everyone? In this video I'm going to show you how to create these 3 realistic stone textures using pencil. So I've done a few videos like this in the past on how to produce various textures, and today I'm going to walk you through how to create these 3 different stone textures. So let's get right into this, and with this first one I'm going to start by outlining some stones to create a pattern that we can then work into. I'm going to go through each of these step by step and explain the techniques that I use to produce these, and if you are wondering, I'm using a mechanical pencil here with some 2B lead, and also you'll see me switch over to a darker 8B pencil for some areas. And if you are familiar with the content on the channel, then you'll know that this is what I usually use to create most of my drawings, and I get some pretty good looking results just from switching over between these 2 different pencils. And so here what I've done is I've just lightly drafted in the position of these stones, and I'm going to go over this again, applying more pressure this time, making them outlines more permanent, and I'm also filling in that separation between these stones. So now we can begin to work on the stones, and here I'm just making small motions with the pencil to create a texture that looks suitable. And there isn't one way to do this, but try and study the way that I do it here. So now this is the part where I switch over to that darker pencil and I begin to work over this, and here I'm just making it stand out more, especially that separation between the stones. And I'm also adding extra layers of pencil work on top of these previous textures that I've created, and that gives some pretty good looking results. So to finish this, make any small adjustments if needed, and then that is done. So now let's move over to this second one, and this one is going to be like an old brick path kind of texture. Here we'll try and create almost like a weathered appearance where the brickwork is kind of eroding away in some places and the soil is coming through in between them. So we're going to start by blocking out and outlining these bricks. And these textures are all fairly simple, by the way. You can manipulate and change them as much as you like. Once the brick has been outlined, I follow a similar process to what we did with the last one, and I start to fill in the surrounding areas around the bricks. And as I do this, I'm leaving small gaps between the pencil work, and in some places I'm letting it spill into the brickwork, to give that effect of the brickwork being chipped away in some places. So now I begin to work into the bricks, and at this stage it seems to all blend in, but don't worry too much about that because we will refine it and make it more obvious when we start to work into it with the darker pencil. But here I'm shading in these bricks and making random marks as I do that. And so to create these different textures, you want to experiment with how you control the pencil, layering the pencil work, and also changing the pressure that you apply with the pencil, and all of these things will give you different results. So again, this is the part where I switch over to that darker pencil, and I'm repeating the same techniques here, working over it, refining the brickwork, the outlines, and also adding some extra details. And you'll see how this really makes it stand out, and with this you can also add some extra details if necessary, but once that is done, that is the finished texture. So for this last stone texture, believe it or not, I'm going to start this off the same way that I did the previous two, and I outline the placement of these individual stones. These are at different sizes, so be as random as you want, but once you have something that you are happy with, it's time to start making these outlines more permanent. Also, as we do this, we need to indicate the separation between the bricks, and I apply a lot of pressure when I do this. That's why I'm able to get those darker lines here. And notice how these outlines aren't perfectly straight, and instead I let them dig into the stonework in some areas, as if the stone has been chipped away. Still using the mechanical pencil, I create the textures for the stones. Again, there's not one specific way to do this, but I'll often lay down a base layer of shading here and then work into it and make various marks with the pencil. It's useful to leave gaps between the pencil work and let some of that paper reveal itself, especially seeing as this kind of stone that we are creating here is going to be quite light. Also keep in mind that you can just use the eraser to pick up some of the pencil work as well and create highlights in places, but for this one I won't be using the darker pencil. Instead, I'm going to be able to do all of this with the mechanical pencil. That's pretty much everything for this one, so I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then please give the video a like. Subscribe with the notifications on to stay up to date. Also feel free to go ahead and check out the Patreon page where I post some extra drawing content. But that's everything. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.